I feel like I got the camera so close. Y'all let me know if you like it. If you don't, I can push it back. But let's get into the show. I don't suspect I'll have many people on the line considering the Lakers are playing right now. I understand that. Okay. Um, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me cue myself up so I can get started. I thought I did this, but apparently I did not. Alrighty, tonight's conversation is called Dressed Up Misery. And I think a lot more people are living this reality than we all realize. We have become masters at presentation. People are posting smiling photos while crying themselves to sleep. People are dressed head to toe in designer while their mental health is falling apart. People are in relationships they don't even enjoy anymore, but they keep posting anniversary pictures because appearances matter more than honesty. People are successful publicly and suffering privately. And the dangerous part? Sometimes the people who look the best are hurting the most because society has taught us how to look healthy, without ever teaching us how to actually be healthy. We know how to pose, we know how to put the filters on, we know how to perform, but many of us no longer know how to rest, heal, reset, communicate, or feel safe enough to even tell the truth about it. Some people aren't living, they're just managing an image. And eventually that becomes pretty exhausting because misery in a nice outfit is still misery. Pain with makeup is still pain. Loneliness in luxury is still loneliness. Tonight, I want to talk about the pressure to appear okay when internally feels very heavy. Welcome to my life. After I am your host, the crazy melanin princess, aka Big Mama. But y'all already knew that because that's why y'all here. So welcome. Welcome. And I think, oh yeah, I got a game going on over here. It is the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Pistons, and I know the Lakers are on, but I don't know what channel they on, so I'm not watching them. Not that I was watching any of it. Anyway, but that's that. I appreciate you guys for joining. I ask that you like, share, subscribe, most importantly, okay? Subscribe. I need subscribers. Okay, I need some prescribers around here. And then hit that little bell, the notification button. But I'll be remiss to tell you, you can hit that notification all you like. If you do not have your notifications on your phone for YouTube, this notification button will never notify you of it, will not notify you because you will not be notified if you do not have notifications on for YouTube on your phone. So hit that notification button and make sure that you got your notifications on. Hey, Roman, when I saw one, I knew exactly who it was because I only got one person. Hey, Roman, so I guess I'm doing a show just for you today. So hit the notification button and y'all go on and like this stuff and share it and do all that good stuff. So thank y'all for showing up. As I know, you could be anywhere else. You could be on your way to sleep because it is 9:30. It's 9:30 out there. I do know that. And I appreciate you for spending this time with me because I do know that you could be anywhere else. And the fact that cup is showing is driving me mad. Okay. my ice cup. Today's time capsule for May 5th, 2026, also known as Cinco de Mayo, also known as Cinco de Drinko. That's what's in our time capsule today is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2026. And do you know where your children are? Oh, wait. Some stuff is not. That's why my friend. Okay, so I do. I was just talking about how my frame was different this week. If I should scoot it back or what I should do for the thing, how I should do this. And oh, this is my phone. Y'all don't need my phone in there. I'm just messing around with stuff. I'm just messing around with stuff, Roman, and see how I like it. I don't even got my picture up over here. Okay, let me fix my set. I told my daughter she can have a day off since her Lakers are playing, and I did not bother her today. I said, "Go on, girl, and watch your Lakers and have a good day." And I won't even bother you today about coming to go to no work when your team is about to lose. They gonna lose because I know they gonna lose. So let's take a deep breath. Woosah, 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 woosah. Okay, we got it. Woosah. Our focus today is authenticity over performance. Thank you so much, Roman. I did this just for you. I dressed up just for you today. Actually, I dressed up just for you today, Roman. Our theme is looking alive while dying inside, because that's what a lot of people are doing. And one of the affirmations for today will be, my healing matters more than my image. That's our theme for today. Black Business Spotlight, Centinela Christian Child Development Center, located in Inglewood, California. They have about 3 campuses, so I would implore you to go ahead and Google them so you can find out what campus will work best for you. But again, it is an early Christian child care center. It's an early start in life, and studies show children who have had any type of education prior to the age of 5 start school, thrive in school, and post school better than any other human. So it is imperative that you guys get your children enrolled at Centinela Christian Child Development Center, located in Inglewood, California. And my best friend is the proprietor. So it is one of the best schools out there, though, even if she wasn't my friend. My political climate. All I can say is, I hope you have your ballots. I hope you have checked your ballots. I hope you know where your polling places are. And I hope that you are scrutinizing everything having to do with voter registration, just everything surrounding voting as it relates to yourself. Make sure you know where your polling place is. Check, double check, recheck, triple check, quadruple check, quintuplet to check, okay? Check that shit to make sure that you can vote and that your name matches your identification. Do not allow them to scrutinize any element of you casting your ballot. Please and thank you. Your fellow citizens, thank you. And that's all for my political climate, because we ain't talking about you know who. The kids are all right. I just told y'all, I let y'all niece off for the day so she can watch her Lakers. Um, Chopper, he will be coming. I don't know when. I need to text him and see when is he coming, because Sterling is coming. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, I haven't seen my son in I feel like a whole year, but it'll almost be a year in September. When did he go back? September? October? Because I took him to Hawaii. So yeah, I don't know, like September. I don't know, but my heart can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. I need him in my life for sure, my baby for sure. So yes, I get to see my son. I'm so happy. Well, I get to see both of them because they're both coming, but Sterling flies in from Arizona on Friday. And I don't know what Chopper's plan is. He gets here, but he on trains. So trains, planes, automobiles. I don't know what his plan. Yeah, I'm Big Mama. They better bring their asses. Um, I don't got a funny for us this week because my whole life is just funny. Everything is a funny. It's a Cinco de Drinko, and I want some chips and salsa. So I'm about to find somebody who is about to go take me to have all the chips and salsa that I want. I don't know where they at, but I'm about to let them know. I'm about to put a PSA out there. Your big mama wants some chips and salsa. So who gonna be see Roman? I wouldn't need to put no PSA out if you was in Los Angeles, California. Because me and you would just be going to have some chips and salsa for me. You see how I said that? For me. We had chips and salsa for me. Now I don't know what you want. I just want the chips and the salsa. And I'm happy with that. That's my girl, Kate. I don't know. What up, Kate? Well, see, you got work too early in the morning to go get some chips and salsa when this show is over. Cause I want some chips and salsa. I want chips and salsa every day though. So Cinco de Mayo don't mean a dang thing to me. Cause May 5th is just May 5th. That's it. But I always leave and go get some chips and salsa or a salad anyway. Yes, it is doable. Roman, see, you need to be in LA though. You need to be in LA so we could go and have some chips and salsa. Because I don't want no tequila or nothing. I just won't. I know you in your pajamas, girl. She be at work early in the wee hours, Roman. And see, you be at work for us in the wee hours too, because you 3 hours ahead. So I'm dealing with some. I better get this show on the road. People on the line gotta go to bed. So. I got people who gotta go to bed. Okay, Big Mama, hurry up. They gotta go to bed. Okay. That's so funny to me. Anyhow, my life. Let's get into it this week. Health update. We ain't got no update, no news. It's good news. So we're gonna stick with that. Friday, what happened? Oh, I had to do Audrey's hair because that's her pay for working on the show. Is she get her hair done for free? Because she's been getting her hair done for free her whole life. But it's about time she worked for that shit because my back is bad. I don't want to do my hair, so I sure don't want to do nobody else's hair. And this week I had to do her hair, my sister's hair, and my hair 2 times because perimenopause sweated it out. So, ooh, it's feeling too much like Big Mama's bumper curl barber shop and beauty shop up in here. Ain't nobody got time for that. What else I did? Friday. Oh, she helped me with some stuff. I had some floral arrangements because if y'all don't know, Lorraine Floral is a real business. I got a flower shop too. Well, ain't no flower shop, but I do floral arrangements for people. So if ever y'all know somebody in the Los Angeles area that is in need some floral arrangements, okay, for parties, for this is and that's and whatever the case may be, call your girl because that's what I do. Because that's what I do. And so I had an order to fulfill on Saturday morning. So Friday night, me and Aja went and I started getting stuff because I have to have a dream of ideas. And then, Lord have mercy, being a creative is so hard because people buy your creations from you and sometimes you ain't created it yet and you have a mental block on how to create something because it got your name and your integrity and your all these things on the line and you're just like, help me, Jesus, I gotta come up with something. But thank God Jesus always come through because he does. He throw a thought in there. Somebody do something. The universe says, "Ma'am, you could do this, 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 and this." And since I gave you the flowers, girl, get to it. So I got to it, and they came out beautiful. That was for a Mother's Day brunch on Saturday. So that's what I did. Me and my sister went to a Mother's Day brunch for one of our best friends. She does this brunch every year for the mothers, as I mentioned, Centinela Christian Child Development Center. She's a proprietor of that. And so she takes 50 of the first coming mothers of her child care, the mothers who put their kids in her child care. And she throws a brunch every year. And so that's what they were for. So she hired me to do the floral arrangements for the ballroom or whatever. So I did that. And Saturday was so busy. Oh my gosh. After we left the brunch, there was a prom party that my sister and I were supposed to attend that we know the person, but ain't never met their child. But apparently they decided they was going to rent out one of the biggest clubs in LA that all the black people go to for this child's prom party. And when I say the whole city was at that thing, just from looking, all the whole city was at that thing. That was a prom party for the wow. These prom parties are getting so elaborate every year because my niece went to prom last year. I sent my sister, we always just scrolling online and we send each other like, look at this shit. Look at this. This is more elaborate than a wedding. Oh my gosh, look at like, and we're just in such awe. Because as much as our children mean to us, you'll never get that. Not from us. We favor education. I'll pay that for your scholarship. I mean, for what money you lacking in a scholarship. I put $20,000 towards you getting your doctorate. I'm not about to put it toward the prom party, baby. I'm sorry. Big mama ain't gonna do that. But my kids already know they big mama ain't gonna do that. So that's why they would never even ask. My niece Kennedy would never even ask. Like, that's not what I want to do. Our kids are like, no, we don't want you to do that. Can you just like give us a little bit of this, but like not all that? Because they just wasn't. My kids ain't like that. Ain't in no way like that. You can prom party. My shit. My son didn't even go to prom. He ain't want to go to prom, but my niece went, and me and my sister threw her one hell of a prom party, and it was gorgeous. And we did not pay half of what these people are paying. As we look at how elaborate some of these prom parties are, I said this shit looked like a 5-star wedding going on for a kid that's 17. I'm just in awe. So anyhow, that prom party was so wild. And then Saturday night, it was my girlfriend's. Kay, why were you not at the district? I meant to text you, but I already knew I wasn't gonna be there long. So I was like, I'm not about to get you up to come over there, and then I'm about to get you there and then leave because me and TT didn't want to go. But I went for Selena's birthday. So we went for Selena's birthday Saturday night. Went to the district. I was there about 45 minutes to an hour and 15. Said I gotta go. Then we said we was gonna go to 719 to go to the prom party, but then they left. So it was like, yes, we didn't have to go to the prom party because we really didn't want to go to 719 at all. I was hosting at Eugene's that night. I never went to Eugene's because Big Mom was tired. Mind you, I was tired. I was out of prom and then I went up to that. Ooh, ah, sidebar, hear about that later. If he's still around, child, because you know, they come, they go. These men sure know how to strike out. Not you, Roman, but some of these men sure know how to strike out. You go one day that you like, you got to be kidding me. Kay is like, blocked. She the blocking queen. Lord have mercy. She man take her out, and before she get out of the car, that man might be blocked. Unbeknownst to him, but it is the funniest thing to hear these stories about these people getting blocked. He might be on the date. She could be on the date with him, talking, looking across the table like he just said some of the stupidest shit. Like, ugh, blocked. He blocked halfway through the date and don't know. Oh, Roman, I'm on a big screen. Oh my gosh, I made it. That's what I do. Sometimes I'll watch myself on TV. I guess it's like manifestation because at some point somebody gonna want me to host a talk show, host the Oscars, host something. I don't know, but I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. So because I feel it, and I really believe that this shit is about to happen, y'all already know we're gonna be all on the carpet together. I'm like, no, I gotta bring all my day ones. They'll be like, ma'am, you aren't that big to be bringing 9 people up here with you. But y'all coming. So fuck what they saying. Cause y'all got to be there, okay? Um, yeah, so Saturday, that was it. That was done. That was done. But Sunday, let me tell you, Sunday I had to do this modeling gig for some promotion. I don't know how many people into this big party, Labor Day weekend. It's an all black party. Roman, if you happen to be able to come out here for Labor Day, that's in September. Labor Day, it's a huge black party. Black people, black. You wear black, black people, black. I modeled for them yesterday for all of their promotional stuff. So I don't know when those pictures are dropped, but when they do, you'll clearly start seeing them on my page. Anyhow, it's supposed to be like the biggest party in LA for black people or something, or biggest black party or whatever. And so they asked me to model to do their promos. I did that, and I can promote the event. I guess I can get paid from that. That would be kind of cool. Neither here nor there, because don't be having me sign up for no new jobs. But I want y'all to come. Okay, it's a must that you come. So if you are not busy on Labor Day weekend, you will be at this all black party with me. Roman, if you have to come out here, come on out here. You're gonna be at the black party, okay? So then I got me some Houston's because it was in Pasadena. But then 1010 Wines, okay? That's one I can promote. I mean, I promote Eugene's as well, but that's a different crowd. However, okay, this flickering in the back is gonna drive me crazy. So sorry. You gotta go. 1010 Wines on Sunday, the day party. Oh, I had so much fun dancing by myself. It was so nice. Kay, you have to come. And I was on I was like, let me test it out first before I start really having my folks come. And I know Sundays is, I know Sundays. But yes, instead of Melody, or if you go to Melody first and come to 1010 Wine, because it was nice. It was popping. It was nice. I liked it. Sign me up. So I'm gonna be hosting that one on Sundays. I believe that's where we're gonna be. 1010 North La Brea, behind that Pizza Hut on La Brea Centinela. Right there. 1010 Wines. It was so much fun. I had fun. Mike came with me. Because as you know, when I gotta go somewhere by myself, I'm like, come on, talk, come, don't let me be by myself. So Mike went with me, and he disappeared 9 times, but I stood there and had fun because I was sitting there talking to y'all on the line. So that was fun. So Roman, Black Park. And then whenever you come out here, I got some events that I host on the weekends to the clubs. And you can come to the clubs with me, even though I don't be wanting to be at no clubs. But I can do the 1010 Wine because it's early in the day and I ain't got to be up all night because ain't nobody got time for that because Big Mama likes to be in her bed, okay? Daily Digest is Cinco de Drinko, and who cares? Because I just don't care. I didn't watch the Met Gala. I didn't even see nothing but some stuff scroll up on my page. People looking like they look crazy in costumes. I don't know what Beyonce was wearing. I know in everybody's lives she can do no wrong. But the bottom part of her dress looked too loose. I wanted them to like tighten it a little bit or something. I know it's supposed to be a skeleton, so what skeleton is just like loose like that, you know? So anyhow, um, Blue, she looks so darling. She is such a little cutie pie. Oh my gosh, that little girl. That's my out of that whole family. Because I'm not a Jay-Z fan. I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm a Blue Carter fan though. I liked her ever since her little song on 444 blues anthem or whatever little song was on Jay-Z's album. That was a good little song. I was like, oh my gosh, she is really her mama because she could barely talk. She was rapping. It was some gibberish, but it was just you can hear the Beyonce in her, and I liked her from there on out. And then, of course, when she went dancing with her mama, I was like, look at that little baby, because Big Mama just love kids. Not like that, but like I just really like to see kids flourish and become whole, healthy, competent, educated, respectful adults. And it looks like that's what she's becoming. So that's why I'm a fan of her. Spirit Airlines. They got the people shut down and stuck. The workers had no clue. Now, I don't know how you don't have a clue as a worker because you should be reading those company emails that tell you about the fact that you probably got your 401k and your stock in your company. And so you need to be reading some of that stuff. I don't know. That's just what I did, but it's kind of sort of what I did for a living too. But neither here nor there. How don't you know as an employee that y'all about to go bankrupt? It's a public company. So a lot of that is public. And because you're internal, you're privy to internal documentation before it goes out to the public. So I understand as a flight attendant, no, you're in the air. Maybe you don't read your email as often as the person who works anywhere behind the computer. Because y'all all sitting there getting emails filtered to you. So why the hell you didn't know y'all was going out of business? How Spirit just leave all the people stuck in the Dominican, in Jamaica, in all of the Caribbean when they went on a cheap vacation, and now they stuck. That's what I get for talking shit about people. Having no clue. No clue. No clue. Can you imagine if you paid, let's just say $4.99. I paid $4.99. My girlfriend paid $4.99 to go on some cheap Caribbean vacation. We go to Cancun. Who gives a fuck? We go to Cancun, $4.99 each, because it's a package. So it's the all-inclusive resort. So we got our place to stay. We shared a room. We stayed at the resort every day, 3-4 days. Fine, whatever. And it also included our round trip airfare. So we paid $4.99, set and forget it. We paid it months ago. We going, girl. We is out there. We is out there right now. It was $4.99 because they booked our round trip on Spirit. We happen to be there because that's a lot of people in the Caribbean right now. A lot of people who pay for packages. I own a California certified travel agency, Sterling Travel Enterprises, LLC. Registered with the state of California. Just let me tell you, there's a lot of people who did that. And then, because you know you on Spirit and you out there twerking on the beach, faded, all inclusive, on your 19th drink. And then you get some notification that you ain't got no way home. Spirit, you's a dirty dog. He's a dirty dog. But you know somebody else who, even though they ain't shut down operationally, because they never really got up and running, the Los Angeles International Airport People Mover. It was supposed to be done 2023. My antennas say it is 2026. Well, see, the way that shit be happening in Los Angeles as it relates to development, I'm getting off task here. The people mover ain't moving, but they owe money. Like, you owe the people who worked on this. An arbitrator has determined that you do owe the people who worked on that people mover. Not only do you owe them back pay, you owe them back benefits. You did not live up to your obligatory contractual nothing. You did not pay them people. Why y'all always trying to get over? Why are these big companies always trying to get over on the people who you need? That is what's wrong with the capitalistic society in which we live in. It's just too much. Y'all just keep getting over on people, and they sided with the labor union. You owe them people, now pay them, and you still 3 years delayed, which are bullshit. Now the Olympics and already got delayed once because the city wasn't ready, and now when it's supposed to be here 28, still ain't open. LAX, and they just pushing the buck off on who, what, when, where, but gonna. I don't give a fuck. Pay the workers. If you don't do shit else, even if it don't open or don't move or don't do nothing, pay them people. Pay them people their money, cause y'all wrong. We already talked about NBA playoffs. Screw all these teams, but let's get to MJJ. Because Corey want me to really talk about this. So Corey, I'll give you 2 minutes on this one. Michael, Roman, did you go see it before I talk about it? Not that I cannot not talk about it because you didn't see it, but I'm going to talk about it. And if you didn't see it, I won't spoil it, but I'll massage my words a tad bit. So let me know if you saw it, Roman. But because Corey really wanted me to do a segment on what I thought about this movie. Sometimes knowing too much hurts you. And that's what I'm going to say about this, my critique of this movie. Yes, you did. Okay, fine. Full, we can just open floodgates. Okay, so because I know every imaginable detail that a fan should know about somebody, you'll never be able to appease me in telling this man's story because I know too much. This is cinema. This is film. This is the big screen motion picture. You go in, you eat popcorn, you sit down, and you're just like, oh, that's the score. That's my score. Okay. And with that, you take what comes with it. Due to many, okay, I heard a guy break this down, and he said one of two things, and it could have been two different people who talked about the show, talked about the film, but one of them, he was talking about Diana Ross. I guess the way, because Cat, what's her name? Not is a Cat Graham. I can't even think of that pretty light skinned girl name. She's an actress. Apparently, she was slated to play Diana Ross. As you know, you saw Diana Ross is not in the film. No mention of her. No nothing. No nothing. No nothing. And he discussed in his commentary about the film that not having Diana Ross in there kind of didn't bridge the gap as to how we got to Berry Gordy in his existence. He just popped up. He just showed up. When we were sitting there watching the film, as they're going through it, I'm telling my sister, because I'm talking in the movie the whole time, and to Michael, my son, I said, this is the year when he wanted to leave. He left, move to New York, and he did The Wiz. And that is the trajectory that changed Michael the motherfucking Jackson. None of that was mentioned. So it missed a big part. And I, even at that time, didn't even do the Diana connection. But what I knew from knowing, because I was born in like the year before or whatever, again, I know everything about this man. I know that is what gave us Michael. That surprised me was Randy crashing a gate, and there wasn't. Roman. Sidebar. You like the eighth Jackson, okay? So you be quiet. You can't talk on this. You can't talk on this one right now, just because you grew up with them. We a younger generation down here, okay? I'm not the same age as 3 years behind. Oh, you the same age as Randy. So see, I'm not right there with them. I'm down here with all of this historical knowledge because clearly I didn't live through much of it because I had to study, know, learn. You know how many Michael Jackson books I had back in the day? All the reading I've done on Michael Jackson, reports I've done on Michael Jackson. My life was all Michael Jackson as a kid. Everybody knows me, knows like, no, this girl was freaking obsessed with Michael Jackson. I am really obsessed with Michael Jackson. So anyhow, knowing that was what created the Michael Jackson that we know, I thought they're remiss to have missed that whole point. And I guess because Diana pulled herself, perhaps the story would have been told in that light to give you the connective tissue between how he became Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5 to the Michael Jackson, because that's when that shit happened. It happened right then and there. And when they yanked that out, if that was ever to be in there, but the fact there was no mention of it, you didn't even have to me, you didn't even have to mention Diana Ross. Not really. She could have just been an actress that was in a film, and you didn't even tie the Berry Gordy thing to it. Some kind of way you could massage that, I believe. Anyhow, that was huge. That was a huge miss in who this man was. So when I see the film with all of the great things and the things and the things, I'm like, but now they don't really know why he did what he did and became and gotten good. Like you're missing. It's missing. Oh, that hurts so bad that they are missing that part. And that's how he got from underneath Joe Jackson. Because everybody just think, oh, he just grew up and it just happened. No, 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 no. That ain't how that happened. That is not how that happened. The Wiz, which is one of my favorite films, The Wiz is what happened. 19-year-old Michael Jackson saying the off the wall, all of that, all in the same something. That gave him the cojones to say, fuck you, Joe, never coming back. And it was a test thing. It was a test to see if he could. And when he went to New York and he did off the wall, yeah, Joe lost him for good. And that was the difference because they made it seem in the movie like, oh, I don't give a fuck if he do some off the wall. I don't care as long as he's just over here doing this. Didn't really go like that. So that was that was the only thing in the film, but everything else is just really showing the greatness of who this man was. And I spent 5 minutes on Michael, but hey, who gonna ever tell me I can't spend time on my Michael? You know what I'm saying? So that was really it, Corey. I think that was really the only thing because it's storytelling and that's critical to filmmaking. Everything else is just it was just designed to show us how great he was, how fabulous he was. The acting was great. His nephew was superb. I don't know that anybody else could have played him. I can't in my mind see anyone else doing that and doing what that boy did with this. He is fucking amazing. Coleman Domingo, come shut the fuck up. Him and Nia Long is like the new, but Nia was she was Catherine. She embodied Catherine. So soft spoken, a quiet, gentle giant that of very little words, presence known, and when time comes, you believe that she stands firm, but she allows a lot of things. But when I need to, she does it. And she does it being revered in such a place where even the bullies back down, like, okay, because she finally didn't rear her head, like, oh shit, let me, like, even he was Joe, like, oh shit, Catherine then bucked up a little bit tonight, let me shut the fuck up. That type of presence that she had. Nia Long did amazing. Coleman, everybody hate him. He did so good. He's kind of like what's name? What's love got to do with it? Or we hate him so much. um, Lawrence Fishburne. So great for him because he's a phenomenal actor. He and Nia did that. Whole family did it. So that's my take on Michael. Luckily, we know that there are multiple parts coming out. So they just gonna go on and keep on taking it to the bank because they for damn sure gonna get my money and I do not mind spending it. Antoine Fuqua is the director. I thought that I'm not gonna go. Antoine Fuqua is the director. So that's that. Oh, me and Michael, and I'm gonna go see it again probably is see if the boys want to go see it with me next week since they'll be here. Okay, let's get into the show. A good outfit can hide a bad day, but not a broken spirit. On the pre-show, I had talked about, I don't know if you guys watched it to get you guys over to this show. However, on the pre-show, I was talking about the way in which I came about this conversation. I think Inception stories always make sense, especially because you guys ask me about them more than anybody. Kay, you always ask, what made you think about that? What made you da 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 da? And so I was with my girlfriend Vanessa. We were at my girlfriend Stephanie's birthday party, and we're just sitting outside. It was a nice day, and I don't know how we got on the thought of just like aches and pains and gripes and moans and like, ew, oh, my back. Because I think I was talking about my back and, my health and my health journey. And she's like, she's a part of my tribe online. And she's like, yeah, talking about my health because I share so much. And we were discussing that. And she says, and I say to her, she was like, oh, because I'm dealing with, I forgot whatever it was. And so we both said, like I sort of at the same time, but you look good though, right? As if that's the litmus test or the catalyst or the anything, the ultimate of being is just looking good, right? Meanwhile, I grunt every time I sit or stand. I'm in pain, like you're not getting sleep because your hip hurt. Now, like, But bitch, when you walk out, you look bad. What the hell? And so we were talking about little old ladies. Like now we're wondering, because now she and I both sat back and said, hmm, at the same time. And I could see the wheels churning in her head as she's seeing them in mine. Like when you see these little old ladies that are sharp, I'm talking about they are dressed like the nanas. And my mom didn't make it to be that old, but um older women who are just dressed. I'm talking about their hair matches the earrings matches, the bracelet matches, the belt matches, the purse matches, the shoe. She got a hat. Like I am talking not a hair out of place. And when we look at them with admiration, and we as women of a certain age, you look at, and even before that, you look at these women and you're just adorning them, and you're wondering now as we sat there thinking, damn, do they just look good? Like, because we see them, they're smiling, as are we, because now we're becoming these people. We're getting older. Now we're the 50-year-olds that look good, dress sharp, hair nice, car nice, job nice, all these things. We just got all these things. And inside, have y'all ever heard of the term impression management? Because I learned it as well with this. Impression management. Exactly what I'm sure you believe it to be. Better known as emotional masking. So when you are masking something, which I'm sure you guys are very familiar with, you know what? People create a socially acceptable version of themselves, all while suppressing what it is that they truly feel. Most every human creates a socially acceptable version of themselves. Meanwhile, people are suppressing who they really are, how they feel, and they are often hiding the emotional pain to avoid judgment, to maintain status. Because think about some of the people that you know, if you really knew. I wonder if I'm the only person who thinks this. When you see people that you know in positions and places and things like that, and you know personal details of their lives, like, oh, his wife just died. Oh, that woman just lost her child. Oh, this, but you see them carrying on in life socially, not as if anything hasn't changed, because I don't expect them to just walk around moping and crying or doing whatever it is because life has handed them some sour ass freaking lemons. I don't mean that. But you see people masking the things that they're truly feeling. We're grown. We have enough emotional regulation to where we don't walk around like children, pout, kicking, screaming, and falling out because of the things that's going on in our lives. I do understand that. But it's like that contrast between those two things that is kind of crazy. Like that guy who started crying on the airplane, or he's when the little baby kept crying, and he was on that long flight, and he was just like he couldn't take it anymore, so he lost his emotional regulation. He was like and he just did that for like hours, and people were like, can he shut the fuck up? He like, why ain't nobody telling the baby to shut the fuck up? Like, why y'all yelling at me to stop? Ain't nobody telling that mama to tell the baby to stop. Like, I feel the same way as that baby does right now. So I'm going to do as that baby is doing right now. Oh my gosh, that logic blew me. It was so funny because I would have probably joined in. Because that's how we feel. It's what we really want to do, but we don't. Why not? To protect our pride, to avoid looking, feeling, being vulnerable, to keep making money, because some things you can't do because it plays into other roles within your life, and to appear desirable. If I'm walking around crying, ain't no man gonna want me. But that's how you really feel inside. Like, I just really want to cry. I do. I just do. I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. If I tried, it just ain't gonna stick in there. It's gonna start seeping out the seam. So I'm sorry, it's just gonna happen. Today, many people don't even ask themselves if they are really and truly happy. They don't do that shit anymore. They ask if their life looks happy. Like, literally, people are asking themselves, like, does it look like, what does this look like? Think about it. Think about it with just photos. Somebody will take a photo. Let me see. Delete that. Take it again. Take it again. Take it again. I would prefer that something looks, not me. I don't give a shit. People care more if something looks a certain way more than if it really is that way. People now feel that they must document their happiness rather than experience it. People are more concerned with, when I go places, that other people see me at said places. Other people perceive that I'm always at these places more than I actually am being present and being in these places. And you see that all the time, because people go out and in their phone the whole fucking time. Why did you come? Why are you here? If you're not gonna be with the person, now if you're by yourself, because I'm by myself a lot, and most times I'm going places so that I can work, so I'm on my phone and my tablet. I just want to be out and not in my room doing it. But if I'm going to be with my girlfriends, oh, we living it up, and we're not just she over there in her phone, I'm over there in her phone. We are laughing till we crying, we hugging, we dancing, we giggling, we laughing, we crying, we get like it. We got this going on, so we're connected in a way where ain't no time for us to just be sitting there on my phone. Because then what? I could have been at home doing that. But there are so many people who I gotta constantly video it and then edit it, and because after I video it, now I gotta sit here and edit for like 30 minutes. So that's taking away from the time that you're there, because now you're editing the 160 seconds that your ass was just semi-present by filming it. People are documenting their happiness rather than actually having some real ass happiness. Social media is always going to be a big part of everything, because it's just a big part of freaking everything. It's a big part of business, promotion, all aspects. Technology is just a big part of our psychological world. It is permeated into every element of our bodies. I'm sure most of the sickness. Oh, damn, I just saw this thing today. Where was I? Oh, no. I said I was going to remember. I was supposed to write it down and I didn't. It was at my physical therapist. Shit. It had, when I go next week, um, when I go next week, I'm going to remember it. But it has to do with the fact that what your body is thinking about, what you're programming and feeding your body, is the way in which you talk to your organs, and then they'll let you know what you're saying. If that's something that I gotta figure, I'll go. Hopefully, it still got it up. I don't know if it was a book. What the fuck did I see? But I know it was at my physical therapist. I was like, damn, that's good. I gotta write that down. But I didn't have my phone or anything with me because I was out there in the gym. So, anyhow, I'll get that. But because technology plays such a part in an integral role in our day-to-day lives, social media has created comparison culture, which psychologically negative negatively impacts people, and it's not just children, it's not just teens, it is men, women alike. Um, let's say comparison is a thief of joy. So the more you compare yourself to what she got, the way her body looks, what she drive, what her husband, boyfriend, what her friend, what her this, what her like, half the shit be fake. Half the shit be fake. And here's the thing, because a lot of people got a whole lot of debt behind a whole lot of shit that they over there flossing with. And that stress is talking to their internal organs on how you are over leveraged on all of this just to have a look. Pressure to appear successful. Everybody want to pretend like they the the CEO of their company when they probably an executive assistant to the assistant of the assistant's assistant. But they gotta. I work for the press, and I'm second in command. Don't you work for Coca Cola? Like, yeah. Like, are you that close to you know what the salaries are up there? You not that. But it's okay because whatever you are, you still need it in the world. Your value and your worth shouldn't hang on those types of things in the first fucking place. Another thing social media created, this addiction to fucking validation. Okay. Now let's just be real. This man right here taught me how to stand 10 toes down, even when you fucking wrong. No, that's not necessarily a good thing. But if it's something that you feel in yourself, you don't go out hunting and looking for other clowns to be wrong with your ass. To make you feel better about being wrong. Like this thing that, and it's not saying that you're always going to be wrong, even if you're right. It's just the fact that why are you seeking validation so much on social media from people you do not know? That level of psychosis is sad. It's created curated realities. People living in these falsehoods. Falsehoods. False fucking hoods. Falsehoods. Distorted, curated reality. Delulu. Delusion. Delusion is what the fuck people are living in. Like, remember the show Catfish? And you always wonder, how could a motherfucker really be catfish? Right? So you watch the show, it's a couple. One person lives one place. They've never met the person they found themselves in a relationship with in another place. Sometimes they're in the same dang city. Sometimes they live across the country in different cities. Don't matter. It's just the fact that who one is presenting themselves to be to this other person in this false land where you don't see me in real life. You only see me on what I'm showing you, the pictures that I'm showing you, the filter, whatever that I'm giving you online, and you're getting catfish in today's day and age, and you're just like the how and the fuckery and the whys of it. Without ever thinking that as you scroll and you comparing yourself to all these people who are catfishing you. Think about it in that way. All these people catfishing. Everybody don't look good like that. They don't. That is fucking impossible. Now there are a lot of people got money like that. I ain't gonna lie, some people got money like that, but that don't make them happy. I know we believe that 99% of our problems can be fixed with money, but that doesn't fix what's inside of us. Quite possibly I could get that surgery for this amount. It's not going to change my level of happiness. It's going to change my level of body. That's what the whole fucking thing changes. Don't change shit else about you. People are living with functional depression, and people think it looks like the crying, the isolation, the inability to function, or go places or do anything. Functional depression is quite the fucking opposite, because you never really know who has it unless you really are connected with your friends and loved ones. And if they're, I can't say if they are open and honest, because sometimes it's not really about honesty. I think it's more or less about uh, introspection and the way in which a person looks at themselves. Because it's not for me to diagnose you, right? It's for you to look inside yourself and say, hey, this is what I have going on. Functional depression looks like yo ass still get up, go to work, sometimes overperform and outperform others, dress good, smell good. So it's not like, oh, date a frumpy person who wants to go and just look disheveled all the time like Eeyore. It's not that's not necessarily. It can, again, it can be quite the opposite. Uh, People who withdraw from all social media and this and that. No, they could be the people who post the fucking most. People who you think like, oh, well, they're not going to attend the party. They make excuses as to why they don't go anywhere, and you haven't seen them in a long time. Could be the person who's at every motherfucking event. All of those things while internally still feeling empty, hella fucking exhausted, hopeless, and disconnected. Been there the whole time, plugged in, and been disconnected. Been there the whole time, been plugged in, yet disconnected. People see the dress up. So imagine all those other things that we've built upon. Now you put the layer of you just, I got the luxury, the polish, and the shine. People confuse attention because you're the person who gets all the fucking attention. You just steal it as soon as you walk in the room, all the attention. That shit ain't love. But again, people on the outside looking at this thing. You're looking at this thing. You're looking at this thing. You're scrolling, looking at this thing, being catfished by these things. This is another one of those fucking things. The person is, oh, they get all the attention. They so fly, they get all the attention. That shit ain't no motherfucking love. It's empty. Empty. Motherfucker want all the money. Ooh, they got this, they got that. Don't feel fulfilled the fuck at all. No fulfillment in life, but a whole lot of fucking money. Can be the, oh, they attend. Oh, you so fine. You all that. Just, oh, you just the baddest on the block. With absolutely no self-worth. No feeling of self-worth. You could be told you is a 20, motherfucker. That don't mean that you feel any level of self-worth. Self, because the key word is self. Like self-esteem is how one feels about oneself. And until that is filled up, none of that other shit, fuck it, is according to said others. If they feel like a one, telling them they a 10 don't do nothing. It don't move no needles inside. And people with this level of the greatest part of the shine, where they are the CEOs, the CFOs, and the C-suites and the bosses, the success, they ain't got not an ounce of fucking peace. Life ain't got no peace, none whatsoever. But they got all the fucking success in the world. And we just scrolling. We're seeing money. We seeing all the beautiful women. We see, oh, all the people who wealthy as fuck. All of this, all of these things. Peace is internal. You have to be peaceful with your fucking self. Inside. Internal. Because you can be rich and miserable, desired and lonely, married and emotionally abandoned. I'm going to repeat that. Married and emotionally abandoned. Surrounded and unsupported. Maybe healing begins the moment we stop performing wellness and start pursuing it for real. That's what I want for the people who being intentional and watching this 2026 catalog with us is us really diving in every week to be more intentional, and we pulling back every layer of these things because as Kay, you asked me, how do I think of, so these are the thoughts that are in my head. And when I dissect, because I love old people so much, and I ask them about their lives. As y'all see, you follow my stories. I work for this older gentleman, MLB player. He has, he's a retired dentist, had a number of practices here in the West Side. And I just love him. And we talk about everything. Okay. He's originally from Lithuania and left during the conflict and all of this against you know who's and the you know what's. And so found himself in Atlanta at 4 years old, came here, graduated Westchester, USC, and just in talking to old people, learning old people, understanding and wanting to gather the wisdom of their lives and how things went, and them help guiding and steering me as well. Mentoring without even really knowing, but getting an understanding of what is life like later on down the line. And so when we are young, we like, when I get old, I want to be like Mr. Such and Such, or I want such and such like Mr. Such, or Mrs. I want to look like such and such. And so before we start to idolize and swipe through the life book of wanting without understanding what all that encompasses, how it plays in our life, and then, I don't know what the hell I'm choking on. If we knew better, would we do better? Because we know that all of those things came with heavy ass tolls and prices. A number of unmet needs, desires never fulfilled, and a whole lot of emptiness. And if we could choose a better path because of the knowledge that we have as a community, we're gathering and collecting, and we have this piece that we can go back and look and chronicle and understand, like, okay, we were talking about that. Whatever the case may be. How will it make us better and be more intentional about what it is that we want out of life? Because I assure you, it ain't to look, to have, because it's not in possession. Because all of these things are fleeting. You could be a 10 and get in a car accident and be a burnt crisp, but you're still alive. Now you're not a 10 no more. Now what do? You can have a whole lot of money in your bank account and you get into a scam and somebody siphon all your shit and they like, only thing we can do is help you find it, but it ain't no guarantees. And then all your money gone. Like, there's always a way for you to be humble. And so I will end with this. Eventually, the designer clothes come off, the filters come off, the makeup comes off, the applause fade. Cause that validating shit. What happened when they ain't clapping for your ass no more, monkey? And at some point, every human being has to sit alone with themselves. Question is, when all the presentation disappears, do you actually like the life you're living? My on purpose is a manifestation for us all. I manifest a life that feels as good as it looks. I want that for all of us because we all look good. So I want our life to mirror that. I want our lives to look, to really be as good as they look. I want it to feel good to us. I want a life that feels as good as it looks for me, for you. My low of the week, because that's my own purpose. My low of the week. Oh my God, I'm so drained. How people be partying like this? How y'all? I can't do this. Big Mom just want to sleep the whole rest of the week, all because she went somewhere on a Friday or no, on a Saturday and a Sunday. Mm-mm. I need a week to recover. My high, man. I don't really got a high. I think it was just a steady. Doing the modeling thing was cool. Hanging with my family all the time is cool. My friends. It was a lot of hanging. Ooh, it was too much. So see, it was a high end. That's my local big mama tired. 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 I'm gonna sleep all day tomorrow. But now somebody just put something on my calendar. So but it's a short thing. So after that I can sleep. Cause yeah, I got a big day on Thursday, so I think because I gotta have my head in because I'm suing this company, and I got the trial begins on Thursday. I think I'm gonna have to let Big Mama's Daily Digest go tomorrow. Hey niece. Yeah, recuperate. I need like 4 days. You need a day to recuperate. That's my niece, but we the exact same. We both born in '77, but she is Scorpio. She born in November. I'm born in July, so I'm still older. um, yeah, I need more than a day. I don't know. She over there with that. Wait, Roman, y'all over there? Oh no, y'all close. Y'all over there. Y'all way east. I love y'all. Thank y'all. You already know the deal. You ain't got to go home. But wait, my last affirmation. You deserve to live in peace, not pieces. Love y'all.